Welcome. This is a recording that is designed to provide advice for parents and carers about reconnecting and peer relationships, created by GHLL staff Lucy and Fiona and EPS staff Melissa. This case study is based on some examples parents have sought support for. Each child and young person and their situational circumstances will be different. This recording provides some general advice and top tips. However, more specific support may be required to help your child with referrals to relevant services or agencies. It's important to remember that school staff are available and are happy to help. Please do not be afraid to seek support from them. I have never had any issues with my daughter and her friendships. She always seemed to have a nice group of friends. Recently, she explained that many of them had been in school as their parents are key workers, so she has found it harder to stay part of the group as they talk about things together when she's not there. She's worried about going back to school after lockdown. What can I do to help?
So from a school perspective, would encourage that you contact the school to express your concerns. The tutor or the form group leader would be a good point of contact here. The tutor or form group leader perhaps could identify another group of students who could be an additional source of support and could facilitate a shared discussion. Perhaps you could encourage your daughter to say how she's feeling to her friends. If she's not able to say it aloud, perhaps write it in the form of a letter. It is likely that the other girls are unaware of the feelings and would be upset to know that their friend is feeling like this, and to reassure you that lots of students will be feeling the same way, and school will have things in place on the return to school to help improve this.
Gloucestershire Healthy Living and Learning, GHLL, supports all secondary schools with resources and training for teachers around emotional health and wellbeing and the PSHE and RSHE curriculum. The website is www.ghl.org.uk and has advice for parents and carers under the Family tab. There's a number of things that your school may already have in mind to actually address this issue of children and young people returning. Peer mentors, as Lucy previously spoke about, is really, really helpful, where schools can actually allocate an older student to actually help support younger students within year groups. A restorative approach and looking at a whole school approach is often adopted by our secondary schools in Gloucestershire. Yoga and actually using relaxation techniques and mindful techniques is very appropriate and also available for students to actually do at home as well as within school time. And this includes one of the resources called Focus for Learning. The 5 ways to wellbeing is particularly relevant, actually ensuring that young people and students can actually connect with each other. And this is actually able to be implemented really well when volunteering work is able to restart.
From an educational psychology point of view, it's important to allow the opportunity for your young person to talk through their concerns and to help to normalise and empathise with how they may be feeling. Explain that things may have occurred while they were not present, but the group is likely to be welcoming on the return. She could share her worries with her peers if they are supportive to this, and gaining support from school staff can help with this. Additionally, she may wish to use some tools within the school to support her to be able to communicate this if required. Encourage sharing with the school so that they're able to support with her challenges and can provide support for reconnecting and ways to enhance relationships if needed, such as circle of friends or other supportive strategies. Allowing additional time for connecting with peers when restrictions ease, where possible, can help to provide the opportunity for the young people to build on their relationships. Talking together to come up with a plan about ways to manage her return and how they may manage with those difficult feelings will be important here. School can also focus on group and teamwork tasks to encourage the reconnection of students. Additionally, schools can access advice from the Wellbeing to Education Return support training, which will help to provide ideas and ways to support children on their return.